Yo, what's up everyone? Although today I have my Super Bitcoin t-shirt, I'm not going to talk only about Bitcoin but also about Ethereum. And today I have a question from one of my students related to, now that Ethereum is proof of stake, where is the data being recorded? Where are the nodes? And who is managing the data? Now we don't have miners anymore, so who is managing the data and storing the data? Bro, by the way, this is not financial advice. Really, never at all, okay? And if you like these videos, give it a like and subscribe. It will really help with YouTube algorithm and it will really help for you not to miss my amazing content about crypto, blockchain, and the coolest technologies in the world. What the fuck? Who is that guy? Anyway, guys, so let's get into it and reply the question. So the first question from Crypto Alania, you can see the question up here, and the question is POS data storage. As I understood, being a validator in POS, proof of stake, just need to stake coins on the blockchain. Let's say ETH, for example. Where is the data stored then? In Bitcoin, mainly full nodes store the full ledger and validated blocks, and also miners storing full ledger. In POS case, proof of stake, these are also full nodes for storing data. If yes, what are the incentives to keeping the resources online and storing large amounts of data? Sometimes 1 terabyte now. So actually, nowadays, if you want to run an Ethereum node, you need to have at least 1 terabyte. I made another video that you can check either here or here. I think it's here. Where I talk about running the requirements to run an Ethereum full node, and you may have different reasons to run a full node. Reason number one is because you want to be a proof of stake validator and you want to make money, you want to receive rewards. So in Ethereum, now that we move to proof of stake, you need to have 32 ETH. You install a consensus client and an execution client. You deposit the 32 ETH, and I will show you in a minute how it works. And basically, you start validating. You may have other reasons to run a proof of stake not validator, node without being a validator. So you can be a full node, you can store the entire ledger, and not being rewarded. So if you don't deposit the 32 ETH, you are just a verifying node. So your node is not proposing blocks to the blockchain. Your node is not validating the other blocks, but is still verifying the chain and is still one of the peers on the chain. And this is useful for the network healthiness. So, for example, your node will be one of the peer nodes that is going to help, for example, other nodes to synchronize. If some nodes go offline in your country or your geographical area, and your node is online, once the other nodes come back online, they will synchronize with your node. So your node, even though it's not a validating node, you don't have the 32 ETH, is still contributing to the healthiness of the network and to help the network recovering in case some other nodes go offline. Another thing is, in the blockchain, people say, don't trust, verify. And sometimes you need to trust other nodes. If you are running like a dApp, a decentralized application, you may want to run your own node so that you have your own data or your own version of the data of the blockchain. So, let's see here. I'm going to show you a few websites. Client Diversity Now. I really like this one. So nowadays, if you want to be an Ethereum validator or running a simple node without being a validator, you need to install two different clients, two different pieces of software. One is the consensus client and the other is the execution client. Execution client is what you used to use already before the merge. That's why you have here 80% of the people still using Gas, because Gas was and still is the dominating clients. Now we have more clients to make sure that you have client diversity, meaning that if one day Gas stops working, or Prism or Lighthouse, there is more resilience because other nodes are in a different client, right? So if there is a bug or something like that that causes disruption on Prism or on Gas, the other nodes that are not running this software will not be disrupted. And that's why the client diversity is important. There is another website where you can check some cool information regarding this. I'm going to leave the links, by the way, in the link in the description of the video. Here you can see the node distribution in terms of client, execution client in this case. The execution client is what's going to store the data. And you can see here also the countries, the geographical distribution. So at the moment, the number one country in terms of number of nodes is US. Then you have Germany, France, Singapore, UK, Japan, Ireland, Canada, Finland, Netherlands, Hong Kong, Australia, Belgium, South Korea, China, Switzerland. Let me know if your country is here. It will be pretty cool to see your country here. You can also check etherscan/node tracker, and you have some also pretty much the same data, but with a different way to visualize. You have a cool map, and you have here also the client distribution in terms of execution layer, so where you keep the data, client type, and operating system that people are using. It seems that majority of people running a node is using Linux in this case. By the way, if you want to learn how to install these clients and how to run a full node on Ethereum, how to become a proof of stake validator, how to make some profits out of it, check the link in the resources section for my Ethereum course, where I explain everything about the Ethereum merge, proof of stake, and how to become a validating node and how to profit from it. Finally, there is another option. Infura is not the only one, but if you have a DApp, a decentralized application, and you want to interact directly with the blockchain and you don't want to run your own nodes, you could use, for example, a service like Infura. Of course, you can run your nodes on an equipment that you have at home, on a spare computer, on a server, on these mini PCs, on a clouds, not ideal because of the centralization, but if you run it on Infura, it's going to be even more centralized. So like between using Infura or using a cloud provider, probably just cloud provider is still a little bit better than using Infura. Infura is a company that belongs to the Consensus group. Consensus is one of the biggest Ethereum developers. They maintain, for example, the MetaMask wallet, and it has a multi-billion-dollar valuation as a company. By the way, if you like this content, give it a like and subscribe. It will really help that the YouTube algorithm next time suggests you my content. And why would you be interested in my content? Because I bring you the most accurate information in the crypto space. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.